gave. Okay. Now we'll praise her, and I'll show you another technique for getting them to lower their head. Right between their ears, they have a bone, a knot. You'll get in front of that. I get in front of it on one side, get behind it on the other side, and I squeeze that knot. Now, they don't like it. Some horses will really carry on because of her trust issues, because of the way she is. She may really carry on and throw her head, but we'll see. Okay, I squeeze it. There. She gave, so we're gonna praise her. We're gonna tell her. We're gonna rub it away. We're gonna rub that little squeeze away. Tell her that's a good girl. That's a thing to do, Lacey. Okay, we'll try it again. We want her head in a relaxed position. We don't want her pulling against the lead rope. Okay, we'll ask her. Now I'm gonna come on slow because I've already done it once. She knows what's coming. So I'll come on slow with that squeeze, and there she lowered her head, and we'll tell her what a good girl she is. She's responding real well to this. Let's see how low we can get her head. See, now wrong answer. Easy, easy, easy. This is her nature right here. She'll go with you 2 or 3 times, and then she's got to fight it. She's got to fight it. There, there. That's her nature. She'll do it almost every time on everything that you try to teach her. And you'll find that with different horses. Every one of them's different. They're all going to have a different personality. They're all going to act differently. Now, last thing I do when I finish up messing with one, I'll take it back through. I want to finish on a positive note. So I'm going to take her back. You look pitiful. Get your feet under you. Come on, get your feet under you. There you go. I'm going to take her back through the things that she did. We're gonna accentuate the positive. We're gonna end on a positive note. And the last thing you want to do when you end is escalate it. You don't want to escalate it up and scare her, get her all boogered. You want to end it, if at all possible, you want to end it with her as mellow as she is right there. So we'll just go through the things that we did. I'm going to ask her to yield that hind quarter. She did it beautifully. So we'll praise her. We're going to ask her to yield from this side. Notice the pressure that it takes. I'm not whacking on her. I'm not even touching her. I'm using body language, and she sees my hand. She knows what I'm asking for. Step across with that front. She did it. She did it like she'd been doing it her whole life. We'll step over here. We'll ask her to step across. There's the step across right there. We'll ask her to step out on a drive. We'll ask her to give. Now she's getting a little feisty. We'll go ahead and push her through. Drive her. We'll ask her to give to that pressure. Go ahead and yield her around. Now we'll see if we can get her to back. See if we can get her to back up, back up, back up. What I do on the backup command, initially I don't use the verbal. Initially it's all about this pull and a request to move the feet. After I get them backing up, I tell them back up, back up, back up. Okay? She's not doing it well. That's not pretty, but we're going to let it go. Okay, she's not wanting to come, so let's wind her out of it. Let's wind her through and see if she'll come out of it. And she leads. What I do is like I was saying on the backup, I work it to a verbal backup. And all the horses that we have, all the Spanish Mustangs, you walk up to them and tell them back up, back up, back up. No halter, no lead, nothing. You're in the pasture. Doesn't matter where you are. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. It's new to her. She doesn't get it. She can't do it. But she will. Like I say, every one of them we have on a verbal command and shaking your finger at them, that's how bored she is. They'll back up. But anyway, hopefully That'll help you.
Take it off? Take her halter off?
Huh?
Then take her halter off? Or?
I can. You want me to?
Yeah.
Can't put it on, that's for darn sure. Okay, is it still playing? Okay. When I remove the halter, I start them from the very beginning again. I'm not going to remove the halter with her head over there. I'm not going to remove her halter with her throwing her head. If you do that, well, here's another one. Every time you're with your horse, you're teaching your horse. Are you teaching your horse what you want it to know, or are you teaching your horse what you don't want it to know? If you go into a struggle and a fight taking the halter off, you're teaching your horse to struggle and fight when you take the halter off. So what I do is I untie the halter, and I bring it to right there, and I hold it still on the horse. Then I make her bring her head around, and I'll ask her to lower her head. This is in prep for when this horse is bridled and bitted later on down the road. You want her to do it right. So you ask her now by squeezing, you ask her to lower that head. She didn't give us much, but she just gave us a little bit, so we're going to take that thing off and walk away. And you want to do that every single time, because you don't want to teach the horse that removing the bridle, removing the halter, placing the bridle, placing the halter is a struggle. And that's her commentary.
She'll probably follow you out.
Okay, now, if she's connected, which I think she has, like Tanya just said, she'll probably follow me right at my shoulder. Let's see what happens. She made a good connection tonight. If she'll quit yawning. Come on. Come on. She may go with me. Come on, let's go eat. Come on, let's go get some hay.
She thinks she has more food. Now she's more interested in the food.